Okay, I got the microphone on. Hopefully, I didn't scare anyone when I started talking. And welcome to day 19 of our Icelandic volcano eruption. And I am hoping that there's actually someone from Iceland already in here. I am going to try my very best to pronounce the name correctly. So, first off, I'll say good evening to those that have popped in. Tony Sachs, welcome. And I still don't know. Wes, I have no idea how I'm supposed to say that name. You know who you are. Tom, glad you're back. Thanks for coming. Don Arnold, thank you. Aloha. And welcome to, or welcome back to the stream. So we're on day 19, and I was going to pronounce the name of the valley there, or also the name of the volcano. Okay, here it goes. Galingdardarish. So if there's someone in there that actually speaks Icelandic, it's Galding Gadarish. Gadalish. Gading or I messed it up. Oh, I had it. Anyway, so that is our volcano. That's the original valley. And there's also the flow going into the other valley to the northeast, which is Maradalish, is the valley, and it's filling it up. As you see, we have very, very poor visibility on the screen right now, and that is due to the weather system that has moved in there, and they've been saying that it may not get much better tonight. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed. So last night, when I was ending the stream, the new fissure opened up very close to Cam 2, or as the other channels are calling it, the Bob Cam. And what happened was the camera, well, I had said that the camera's awful close and we could end up having some problems. And I was indeed right, because earlier today at, I think it was 6 o'clock or something, or no, sorry, 8:19. Is when they lost signal, and I'm going to actually play that little skit here. And welcome to those others that have come in. Just went. I'm glad you came. And also, hi Ronnie, good to see you. And here comes the clip that I captured from this morning. And if you noticed on the right or left hand side, you see a flow coming in there, and it's moving pretty quick. Now watch the bottom of the screen. You'll see the rocks or the camera will start tilting upward, and we are assuming, and because nobody was actually there to be able to see 100%, but we're assuming that the lava flow came around behind the camera and started pushing the camera, and we'll see in a second here as the camera starts tilting upward. And it was kind of freaky when I seen that. Okay, it should be happening anytime now. There, it's starting to go. You can see a little bit of movement in the screen, and now you're going to see a steady climb up. Not fast, not very quickly, but just enough to let you know that something is messing with the camera. And there it goes, it's starting to go up. And just a few more seconds. and then we will literally end up losing the signal from that camera. And from what I understand and have heard on the other places, it's basically in the lava. So, and yeah, that was the end of it, and it reset itself. So if we go back to that very end, I'll slide back to the other end there. There we go. This was just before it died, and you notice there was a triangular rock down on the bottom. It's done and disappeared. I'll move it back to the beginning, then you can see that triangular rock. And if I have stuff on here, I may be able to actually get my whiteboard working and circle it. Oh, whiteboard's not working on here. I didn't set it up right, so yeah, sorry guys, can't use the whiteboard. But like I say, the little triangular rock is what I noticed down. It's just about center in the front, just a little bit to the left of center. So you see it there, and then when we slide ahead to the end of that little video clip, and you'll see that rock is literally no more. So as we go back here a little bit, there, that's the major movement anyway. So at that point in time, basically the camera, from what I understand, is starting to go a little tilted, and at that point in time basically was starting to be consumed. So that's what happened. So Bob Cam, or Cam Bob as they called it, is now a fossil in the lava. It's buffering, please fix it. Ronnie, get a better internet supplier. I can't fix what's on your end. Sorry. The bit rate is good right now, so there shouldn't be any buffering. I can't see any reason for it on my end. So I can't fix your end. Anyway, we have very, very lousy screens, as in all we can see is red with the occasional glow in this one. And when we go over to the other one, we are pretty much whited out. So it has changed. It's varied a little bit, but unfortunately it's not doing good. There, I just flip back to the other one, and you can see a little bit, but it just disappears real quick. So I don't know what to do about it. The weather gods are really not smiling down on the stuff tonight. Speaking of weather, let's see. What did I want to do here? I wanted to bring up weather for okay. Oh, I'm trying to spell something here, but it's not working. Okay. There we go. All right, I think I got it now. Going to see what the weather's like there, but as you can see on the screen, it's obvious that it's cloudy, snow with temperature of 31 Fahrenheit or -1 Celsius. So that's why we're getting that. Anyway, so yeah, visibility is utterly poor. Anyway, what I can do in the meantime is we'll wait to see if something shows back up on the screen, but I'm going to throw up the map back on the screen here, and we'll get kind of show you where that new fissure is opened up, and we'll try to draw nicely here. Okay, there's a nice big arrow pointing to it. Okay, so that's roughly where that new fissure has opened up and eaten the camera. So the original is here. This is our bob, or as we called it, Kildingal. Oh, I had it. I've been saying it all day, and that's probably why I can't say it now. Sorry, guys. Anyway, the original volcano is that first red spot. Then the outbreak or the fissure, the second one is somewhere here where the X is. Okay, and then last night's mess is somewhere here, and the flow was in the edge of this here, going this way. So now that we've got extra sources filling up, filling up the valley, we're going to say it's probably going to overflow within a day or two. And depending on how the weather goes tonight, we're going to end up, we'll probably be snow covered if it's snowing bad there. Anyway, that's kind of the map view of this anyway that I wanted to show you. So it gives you a little bit more of an idea where that might be. And let's see, we'll turn the map off and just look at the, oh, we'll clear that too. Okay, so when we're looking at this guy here, that new fissure would have been somewhere right here or right here. I'm not 100% sure, but in that area anyway. And that's what's taken out Bobcam, which would have been sitting somewhere just right where my little X is in that cloud there, on the banks of the valley, of course. And then you have your other one that's flowing down and around and down into that other Maradelish Valley. So that's where it is. Who else has popped in here? Essex Magnet Hunter. Hey, I like magnets. That's cool stuff. Welcome. Diane, welcome back. Who else have I missed here? A few other names. Robert Stevenson, welcome or welcome back. Let's see. Did I miss anybody else? We're good for now. But yeah, it's kind of that was the area. By the way, this picture was from the 31st, so this is not as new as it could be. I'm hoping to see some other ones pop in soon. So, but we still have very, very poor visibility here. Yeah, on the other cameras, it really, really is poor. I wish it was better tonight. And like they say, it's probably not going to get any better. So we're going to kind of have to live with it, I guess. Pardon me. Let's see, what other videos did I have here that we can look at real quick? Didn't want that one, didn't want that one. Okay. That was this guy. We'll just throw this other one on, turn this guy off. This was, we'll push that live. This was basically the second dam breach of lava the other day. And as it pushed through, and of course the guy standing there didn't have a camera in his hand. So I just figured I'd throw that one in there because we're still looking at some very cloudy conditions here. Yeah, I wish this would get better, but that's kind of a neat lava dam break. I just thought I'd throw that in there for you guys again. I know I liked it when it poured over like that. I'm just glad that there was nobody down there. Okay. We'll let it run for a little bit more. Yes, Ronnie, it's poor visibility today, and there's not much we can do. You want to be the brave man in the jacket. Well, that brave man in the jacket should have had a gas mask on if he's going down there. Hey, Status Quo, welcome. Thanks for dropping in. Unfortunately, we got really poor visibility tonight due to the snowfall that's happening. And we'll probably only run the stream for about an hour. Yeah, Essex Magnet Hunter, I don't know if, this is when things really pushed up. It's a real gamble. Like, we can't predict one way or the other, really, how much lava flow we're going to have and how many more fissures might open up. And on the same token, it could just, tomorrow, it could just all shut off and we won't have anything anymore. And it'll sit dormant for another, 10, 20, 100 or 800 years. So the possibilities are endless. Okay, who else? Yes, Renee Heckman, thank you. Yeah, it does look really bad out there. That's why I'm kind of showing some of the older footage here. It really, because you're not going to get this same view ever again because that camera doesn't exist anymore, right? So this is a keepsake piece right here. And so is the other piece of when the signal went out. And it's probably the first one I know of that they've lost here. So always risky when you're putting stuff around volcanoes, and not a heck of a lot you can do to ensure. Apparently there was a pole down on the bottom there, and they're saying that the pole is actually still there. So that's pretty cool. I'm surprised that survived so far. But anyway, this clip is just about over, and I think what I will do is I will flip it over to one of the other cameras. We are seeing a little bit more on one of them. Welcome, Cindy, or welcome back. Thanks for coming. And let's see, we'll push it to 7. Okay, there we go. So that's what the present view looks like, and it is snowing out there, so we do have that problem. And thanks, Essex. When you say Essex Magnet Hunter, how big of a magnet do you use? And what do you got? Like some kind of N52 that's maybe like 6 inches in diameter with a big hook on it? Just curious. I like magnets. They can take your fingers off real quick. Anyway, snowing and foggy. Yes. Yes, it is definitely snowing and foggy there. But I mean, this is the best view we've had so far this evening since I started, so I'm kind of happy about that part. But I am going to take a little bit of a vocal break here for a few minutes, guys. and we'll just look at this, and I will keep an eye on the other feed. Actually, we'll switch there for a second. And yeah, it's pretty much snow completely. Um, there, just so you can see what it looks like. So there's a split on those two, and of course you see the one side has completely been snowed out, so we're all right with that. We'll put it on back on the other one here and give you that full screen for now. Anyway, I'll be back in about 5 minutes, and found a machine gun. Oh, cool. Oh, 100K, 360-degree pull force. Since you asked. Okay, thanks, Essex. Appreciate that. And yeah, machine gun. Cool. That did. I'm assuming that you had to turn that in. or either that, or just keep your mouth shut and polish it up and put it in your attic and keep it for that rainy day. Anyway, I'll be back in a little while, guys. Thanks for joining. By the way, if you haven't already hit that like button, please do give it a thumbs up. Even though the picture isn't the greatest, I'm doing what I can to get things going here for you guys. And also, I was going to say, if you haven't subscribed already, you might want to do that as well. For future streams. And yes, we will be streaming tomorrow again. As long as everything goes well, I may be a little bit late tomorrow, but we will see. So, anyway, back in a few minutes. Thanks, guys. Okay, there we go. We got the microphone back on, and I hope everyone can hear me. Okay. Anyway, we are looking at what they refer to as the flow cam. So it looks pretty cool. I think it's nice. Anyway, that's going into Meredalish is the valley that it's going into. And that is from the fissure that formed a couple of days back and started flowing. So the camera is what they're referring to as the flow cam. Anyway, it looks not bad. It did clear up a little bit for us. It was looking pretty grim before. I was just going to take a peek at the other view, and that particular camera is still covered completely with snow, so I'm not even going to go there. But I will try to find here. I'll just let you have a look and see what it looks like. Anyway, makes it rough for doing videos. Okay, let me get myself back into the right one here, and we'll push it live. So here comes the final time that our wonderful Cam 2 was transmitting. We got it right to the end here. Let me put it on single work platform, and I was gonna say, whoop, we'll get that going. There we go. And you can see there's a fairly decent flow coming off the left side there, and that's coming from SIF, I imagine. Oh, as they call it that. So it's moving now. I don't know if I can draw on the screen. No, it still won't let me draw on the screen here for some reason. Maybe because it's a moving video. Anyway, if you look down on the bottom, you kind of see a triangular rock. Keep an eye on that rock, and you'll see what happens. The hole, there it goes. It's starting to shift. You can see some movement in the camera itself, and then it starts to go up a little bit more. So this is the point where we figure the camera mount is being consumed or being pushed around by lava. It going up, I don't know how the lava, if it's a tripod or what kind of mount it is, but it's definitely moving it up. That little triangular rock is just about off the screen. So it's just about over for Bobcam. So there it goes, and that was it. That was the last signal that we got right at the end. So rest in peace, Bobcam. You've done us well, and I hope that somebody can dig you out in 10,000 years, and they'll look at you as some kind of a strange fossil and wonder what kind of civilization lived there. Okay, and I'll put you back to regular viewing, and focus is not that good. That's probably because of the snow. And anyway, I'm just trying to see some. I can't pronounce that. Eljal. Okay, okay, Barry, I can do her. Oh. You know, being able to speak German and a little bit of Russian and a little bit of French and, of course, English, you'd think Icelandic would kind of slide out there, because German is not easy, Russian is not easy, and English, if you're speaking any other language and you're learning English, English is not an easy language to learn. So, anyway, uh-oh, Somebody said a bad word. Um, anyway, I'm very happy though that it's lightened up a little bit. Oh, they moved the camera on us. Well, that's all right. Okay, they're zooming in a little bit. Cool. I like it. Showing a little bit more of that flow. That's right on. And up a little bit more. Okay, really good. And in this shot, we can actually see, of course, this being the flow cam, so they're calling this other guy flow up on the top right. And then up on the top left, that's where Bob actually lives there. Under the word Icelandic. That's out on the other side. If it's that tall, unless, oh no, maybe it isn't. My apologies, that's the other Fissure. Bob is way to the left. Yeah, Bob's way on the left-hand side, so we're looking good there. They could probably just pull it out a little bit with the camera and be able to see all three. But, there. It's pretty cool to see that. I'm very happy that we have the opportunity to actually view this. And credit to RUV for having the cameras out there. That's great stuff. And also, just wanted to mention is that if anyone is interested. And once this COVID stuff is over, Iceland is supposed to be a very nice place to visit. And it is definitely on my list of places to go. I wouldn't mind seeing a decent volcano like that. More of a tourist attraction, I think, than of a real danger. But it'd be really, really interesting. Let's see, some new people in there. Colleen. No, hang on. Sorry. Cindy. Paulette, I guess. Welcome to the chat. Did I miss anyone? I don't know if I said hi, Cindy. Polemicful. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but welcome. We need the old cams on Bob. Yeah, I wish they still had them on there. And this is what we're looking at right now. This is the old cam on Bob, as in the original one that they were streaming with, and unfortunately it's covered with snow. So right now our view is this guy or some older video that I bring up from earlier. So hopefully that helps you out. By the way, guys, I see the likes are up to 25. Let's see if we can push them up to 40 maybe. Anyone who hasn't hit that like button yet, please, if you can, that would be great. It helps with the ratings and so on. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, by all means, you can do that as well. If you feel that you want to see a few more of them. Okay, I see it going up there, so thank you guys. I appreciate that. Get a few more hitting it. And yes, Doc Savage One. It is the mid-Atlantic ridge. We're right on top of it, and when I looked at the map, I'm going, okay, I'm surprised that this isn't more violent, but I guess the pressure underneath there wasn't as big as we needed to worry about. and it's just doing its thing, moseying along, opening up, extra fissures as it wants to relieve itself. I know that sounds a little bit bad, but Mother Nature has to do things her way, right? So that almost looks like some kind of Chinese writing or something in there. Maybe Flo is trying to communicate. I don't know. It looks pretty cool. Okay, I got to take another little quick break. I have a message I got to send here, so be right back. Thank you. Okay, I'm back, you guys. Message sent, and just watching what's going on. And I guess the other camera, they've basically dropped the feed from it for now on my supply there, so we won't be able to see that one. But we do have a pretty good view on this side here, which is good for now. And I just wanted to kind of go back over where the what we're looking at now, where it's actually laying. And this is actually flowing into Meredalish, the valley they call Meredalish. And we'll put the other picture on there just for a second so we can see, and I can draw on it. So that is coming over, and you're going to see my little red line here. So that is somewhere around here where the X is. That's where it's starting, and it's flowing through and into that valley. So that's kind of fanning out here, I guess. Something like that. That's kind of the flow pattern for that one. So that's what we're looking at on the screen. Actually, I think we're only seeing up to about there and this side. Okay, we don't see the other outflow. But I'm going to clear that off real quick, and then the so that's where that fissure is. We'll mark it with a little X. Okay, and then the new fissure is opened up here somewhere, and I'm going to mark it with a bigger X. But that one is not flowing as well, or SIF as they call it, is not moving as much anymore. But that was the one that took out camera 2 and buried it. So okay, I'm just looking at some of the stuff. Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Okay. All right. Anyway, as I was saying here, so that's kind of the locations. The one camera that is snowed out is kind of over here somewhere, and that's the one we're not seeing right now. And we're seeing a camera that's parked over here somewhere, and I'm not 100% sure what side or hill it's on, but it's there somewhere. And that's that was our scene that we're looking at here. So I'll leave it back on here, and I'm going to keep an eye on the screen here for a minute to see what's being said. Hey, hi Samo S, how are you doing? Thanks for popping in. And Renee, wrong in which, what did I say wrong? Let me correct it. If I'm wrong, by all means point it out, because if I have it wrong, I need it right. Oh, he's probably typing, but okay, the points on the map were wrong. Okay, let me pop back to the map. Okay, and we'll clear that off. This is where I was thinking that they were, but if you've got better information, please let me know. So we know that the original volcano, or Bob as we know it, is here, right? Am I right so far? And that should be the right spot. Okay, so now you were saying that I was in the wrong area. Is it coming down further down here, where the X, where I just made the X? Is that where it's coming down? Going to the northeast. Yeah, okay, so this is north and east, like that on the map. And it almost is when you're looking at aerial views and you're not there, you know, or a map and you're not actually there, and you don't have a compass on these things. It's pretty tough for a guy to figure out. But I'm trying, guys, and you know, if I am wrong, by all means, like Renee mentioned it, I'm gonna see what he's got to say. I'm all ears because I want to be accurate with what I'm telling you guys. Definitely don't want to be. Okay. Along that ridge. So. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out where my X is on there, Renee, or is it on the other side? I'll make a 2 where I thought the fissure is. A 2, sort of a 2. Looks more like a backwards S. Okay. Oh, Robert's try being down under, yeah. Up and to the left with the 2 some more. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of where I thought the fissures were. All right, let me clear this off. Okay, so in somewhere around here, in this area, am I getting close now? That should be right along that ridge. That's kind of the field area or higher ground that I thought it was on. So when we had looked at it from a different view angle. Yeah, okay, 3 fissures in total. All right. So that, the one that I just drew there, that should be about right, eh? Oh, way over there. I didn't think it was that far over. So, underneath the 44.7. So you're saying somewhere over here. Wow. Okay, that's a little ways off. Then I've got my camera angle kind of wrong in that sense, I guess. Just below the 44, okay. So it would be up there somewhere. Interesting. That is very interesting. Okay, so somewhere around here and flowing in this way then somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, what I'd really like to see is a decent aerial shot, and I was wishing for that a couple days ago. Like if somebody had an aerial shot from like 5,000 feet up or something, or at least 1,000 feet up, where we could see the entire area. Um. Okay. Well, yeah. I don't know if you want to. Oh boy. Um. I'm just trying to think. Where the heck can we post it somewhere? Somehow. Hmm. uh, oh well. Hey, it's a happy map. It should be smiling at you. I haven't seen any satellite shots of it. Uh, Maybe I should go bug NASA and see if they have something on their site. It would be really cool to see. Um, okay, Renee, get ready to write something down. Um, I'm going to type it on the screen, and then please copy it down. Okay, this is for you, Renee. Please copy this down, and you can send the thing in an email there, and that should work. Let me know once you've written it down there, please. Um, Send a message to the Japanese astronaut. He sends tons of ground photos. Oh, okay. I will actually. I'll have to figure that one out. He might be able to. That would be cool if he's got a pretty decent camera up there. We can get some nice shots. Well, maybe he can tweet or something. I'm not a Twitter guy, so. But yeah, it would be really cool to see some aerial shots from space. And if he's got a long lens up there, that'd really be good too. Mind you, I think the big lenses are a little bit on the weighty side for shooting up into space, but that's all right. Anyway, I'm going to get that volcano back on the screen here because that's what we came to look at. So there it is. And okay, so that makes a little more sense if that's up there, but it's still kind of flowing the same way. So it's still going northeast. It's still going to end up going into the Maradalish Valley area as far as the way it's pouring out, or I would assume so, unless it's going to get somewhere further behind it. But, I was just looking at that thinking, okay, is it going to flow the other way? So that's the big question for me. Astro Soishi is the name. Okay. Astro Soishi. Yeah, I'm surprised we're getting a new trickle or path over on the on that left side. That's pretty cool. I guess there's enough built up in that kind of disperses it or jams it up in the middle there and creates a new flow. It looks good. And it does look like something. And if I haven't said so, welcome, Nick. Old Nick. And also Tadido. Okay. Teidokatsu. Teidokatsu? I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Teidokatsu. Some of these names are a little bit difficult to pronounce, so it's kind of like Icelandic. It's hard. Okay. Okay, let's see. And a hello to and I'm not going to be able to pronounce that name. Heather Galesh. Sorry, I'm gonna boo-boo it, so I'm not gonna try it. I'm sorry. Been watching Daily Ice. Okay, Iceland. Yeah, that cam, they actually shut that daily cam down, or well, it's still on. It's just it's completely covered in snow, so nobody can see anything on it, and it's not very very good. Oh, okay. If there was a map, um, yeah. If you find it, John, let me know, and then we'll figure out something to get you to post the link here. I think I have it set that you can't, but what I'll do is I'll give you a mod for a second, then you can post the link, and then I'll take that back off. So we can do it that way, just as a quick thing. Um, what was I going to say? Hey guys, if you like the stream, please give it a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't subscribed, by all means do so if you like. If you want to see more of this, I do plan on running for a while longer as far as the days are concerned. We'll go up to day 30, if not a little bit more. And we're at day 19 now. One of the concerns that I was thinking of, and it's going to be a good show, is once the original valley, or Geldingadalish, once it gets full completely, it's going to start outflowing. That is the time where it's going to be really interesting to see which way that actually flows. Right now, of course, we're seeing what they're referring to as the flow cam, where it's actually camera 3, the view, or maybe 4. I think there's 4 cameras down there now, or well, there was 4 cameras. My apologies. Cam 2 is now it's in the way of the dinosaurs, or it's been Pompeyed, if you will, or something like that. I don't know what we can really say, but it did its duty, a fine yeoman job, and we will respect it forever. It brought us good quality photos or video. Yeah. Yeah, I do have the super chat turned on now, but I'm not expecting anyone to turn around and do that. If you want to do a sticker or something, that's also turned on. That's kind of cool, but nobody's forcing anybody to do any of that stuff, so it's a freebie here. Oh. Yeah, well, I don't know if we call it unconscious creation. Well, in a way it is, but it's not so much unconscious, but it's a natural evolution of what happens on the planet, and it basically regenerates itself as far as the surface is concerned. So that is pretty cool. So I do like it, and I think that in our near future here we may see a few more fissures open up, depending on how this thing goes. And like I said before, for all we know, it could shut down completely tomorrow and leave us going, huh? What happened? Or tomorrow we can have 10 fissures show up all of a sudden, all at the same time, and everybody will be scrambling trying to figure out which direction to go. So, okay. Did you find it, John? Hobby Bugs, hey, welcome. Good to see you. Speaking of bunnies, yeah, I don't know where what my bunny's doing. My bunny's still sitting there polishing her fur. Oh, I better check my email then. Give me a second. Right. Oh, okay. Oh, right. That will actually help me a whole bunch. Okay. Thank you, Renee. Let me see if we can save these real quick to the desktop. Okay. Um, a couple of them anyway. That third one I can't do because I have to change the name on it. But okay, thank you for that. I will bring that up in a split second here, as soon as I split my screens and cue it. So give me a second or two, and thank you. Hi, John. Okay, let me see here. All right, let me get this picture queued up, and this should be cool. Okay, clear that, add the source, and oh, there we go, image. Okay, working on it here. This one or this one. I'll do this one first, and see if we can blow that up a little bit. And may just have to stretch it just a little to make it fit here. Okay, I'm going to push that live so we can see where it is. So here's the picture of where the fissures actually are. So the original volcano down on the bottom, I believe, if I'm correct. Is that right, Renee? That looks like our original guy. Let me see if I can just, I'm going to actually mark that up a little bit here. Okay, down here, whoop. Why is this thing moving? It's not letting me use my whiteboard. Okay. Clear. All right. No, it's still not letting me draw on here. But anyway, bottom one is the original Volcano, and that's our Bob and Bob Jr., if you will. And then the second vent moved further to the back, and that flow, I guess, I may have that flow wrong in that direction. It's probably going, it's still heading northeast though, the way the flow is coming out of the second one, from what I've seen. So that should be all right. And then our third one is the one that happened yesterday and took out cam 2, which would have been just, well, pretty much close to our original Bob crater, or Bob cone, I should say. So yeah, thanks for that, and I'll put the other one on here if I can in a second to show the flow, and split it back up and get in here and get that one going and add the other picture and there, get it set up. And we're queuing that one up in a second. Okay, and pushing that live. Okay, so there you go. So that gives us a little bit more of how it's flowing in there. Okay, so our original cam then was further over on the valley. I thought it was on the other side, but okay. That looks pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And thank you very much for that, Renee. I appreciate that. Okay, that is definitely a help and an asset in showing where it actually is or sitting. And I can now compare that to some aerial maps or even Google Earth and use it that way. And that's a little bit easier to fathom. Okay, great stuff. All right, we'll put us back to our volcano though, because that's what we came here to see. And there we go. And that flow of lava is doing pretty good. It's definitely moving down a lot further. Especially on that left-hand side. And the right is a double streak now. That's cool stuff. I don't want to be in the middle when they meet together again. That would be kind of a bad thing. Anyway, guys, I'm going to take another vocal break here for a few minutes, and I will be back. So enjoy the volcano. Okay, I turned the microphone back on and just to let you guys know, yes, we're all still awake. A whole bunch of us on here. Who was actually RLC? Welcome to the live stream. Nice to have you here. Watching our science chat. Okay, perfect. And yes, it is an interesting time to be alive, to be able to see this. You know, back in when I was young, I always wanted to see a volcano close up. And I've only ever been to basically extinct volcanoes. And, you know, being able to see this and see the progress, to me, is just fascinating. You know, over the last 19 days of what's basically happened and where it's gone. And the fact that this particular one is fairly unique because of its lower flow rate than most of the other ones. The flow rate was just over 5 meters per second, or 5 cubic meters per second of flow from the original volcano, which is Bob Jr., if you want to call him that. Not sure what the flow rate is now in comparison with the extra fissures. I would assume that it has increased somewhat, but with last night's fissure starting up and putting a little bit more lava into I'm going to try it again. Gelding Gadalish. I hope I said that right. Anyway, into that valley, the original valley, that should be overflowing pretty soon, and I'm, you know, guesstimating within 3 or 4 days we'll see some outflow from it. So hopefully weather conditions will be good and they'll be able to move some cameras around to kind of see where it's going to come out. That would be really cool to see as far as I'm concerned. Although right now we do have an excellent picture from here looking at this, even though it limits us to what we can see right now, since the other camera isn't working. And I don't think they've got it back up yet either. That snow was pretty heavy duty on it, so just reading some of this stuff that's on the screen here. Remember the first time they let us choose camera angles to watch live sport? This takes it to a whole new level. Yes, absolutely, it does. It's actually really, really cool to be able to see this. You know, it's too bad that the weather gets to be a major factor in what we can see, but I still am enjoying what I'm seeing, and RUV have done a fantastic job at maintaining their cameras out there. And I'm not sure who actually owned camera 2. I think that might have been Daly that owned that one, but I'm not 100% sure. Nevertheless, the Bob cam basically got melted or something. It got run over by some lava. Okay, I see Ronnie is back. And who else? Okay, this is not my cam, just so you know. This is the live feeds from RUV that we're looking at. Now, the way with the wind going around there, that's one of the big concerns when it's blowing. Oh, okay. So they brought the cam in, so they were able to save the camera. Okay, because I know when they basically lost the signal there, we did see the camera was still upright, although it was tilting up a little bit. But if somebody did manage to save it, great. That's fantastic news. Bobcab, yeah, went the way of the drones. Um, yeah. Yeah, if they did send that camera in for repair, that's great. I'm happy because cameras cost money, guys. you know, and these guys have put a lot of effort into it, and um, we look for that. It's a good thing that they've done, and I don't really want to see them lose anything. Anyway, it's a beautiful view here, though. This is what they call the flow cam, I guess. And oh, is the bob cam back? Okay, let me go hunt for it because if we have another view, I would be happy to go have a look. Um, okay. Yes, John. I do want that link. So what I'm going to do, John, if you know how to post the link, I will make you a mod just for a temporary issue here, and there. Now you should be able to actually post that link if you like, and then I will take that back off after. But that gives you the chance to be able to post it without having any issues. Uh, okay, so the cam was in fact saved. I'm very happy. Um, RLC was in Iceland 2 years ago when diving in Silfra. Okay. You get used to the weather pretty quickly. Yeah, I'm sure the weather would be changing pretty quickly, no matter what. There, um, it being out in the ocean and really susceptible to all kinds of good stuff up there. Looking at the way the wind currents kind of tumble around up there, I imagine they get some pretty big sea storms, or ocean storms, I should say. Um, oh, special ed, yeah. Um, yeah, that was a very good view, and it's a shame that they lost that viewing angle. But I mean, it is what it is. There's not much you can do when the Earth opens up and starts spewing out lava. You have to be kind of vigilant and be able to move real quick if that is the case. So yeah, old Nick, I think that you would have had to learn how to walk on fire real quick. um, yeah, I'm not sure how the lava situation was around that camera, but I would have liked to see it. It would have been neat if somebody was filming the camera while it's filming. So it would have been interesting. Yeah, we'll see old Nick pole vault over and he'll miss a little bit and end up landing in some lava. That wouldn't be very good. And it wouldn't matter how you land in the lava. It would smart, I think. Yes, the cameras do have those other things out there. Um, the original one that I was streaming definitely did. It had all the generator as well as solar panels and batteries. A live link drone. Okay, if I can control it from 4,000 miles away, I would love to do that. I think that'd be really cool. Oh, the pole didn't get pushed over yet, eh? I was surprised. So it would be cool to see if it stays standing for the rest of the duration. But I imagine that it's now got a pretty good base to it. As long as it doesn't melt off, we should be all right. We'll see the pole get covered. Any idea on how tall that pole was, if anybody knows? Just get her done, man. Oh, yeah, satellite links and gee, maybe I can talk to Elon Musk and we'll see if he'll help. We'll see if he can set us up with some good internet over there so we can stream it. Okay, John. Did you post that link? I missed it. If you had it. Okay. John, I did not see the post of that link. If you want to try the link again, you know how to post. Basically, yeah. Oh, it didn't show for me. How come it's not showing for me? Maybe I have to look in a different stream or something. Darn. Because I'm looking at it from the control page, and that's probably the issue that I have. I'm looking at it from what we call our studio. So let me see if I can go into the actual stream and make it different from there. Give me a second and paste, because it doesn't always show everything. Okay, bringing it up. Oh, yeah, it did show there. Okay. So that's what I wanted to see. Open the link and oh, okay, cool. All right, so let me see if I can I'll do a screenshot of this whole thing here. Give me a few seconds, guys. I'm gonna get this ready. Just hang tight and we'll see what we can come up with. Okay, oh, I did something wrong. There we go. Okay, give me a second here, guys. I'm loading up this picture. I have to kind of crop it out first, but I will get that done fairly quickly. And then we can show it and have a little better understanding, even more, I guess, of where things are at. And this is from Google, so all right. I should be able to save that. Have to give it unique names every time, otherwise I forget things. So. Okay, we're gonna save that. Okay. Let's see if I can get that on my screen real quick for you guys. And sorry for being a little bit slow at this. It's just when you're trying to grab stuff, you have to process it through and get her, as Nick said there, get her done. Oh, okay. I'm working on it. We'll stretch this puppy out a little bit. And okay, one more thing to change and then we can show it. All right, so I'm going to push this one live. And this one here, if I can find where I went. Oh boy, now I got to find me. Where's my stream? I'll just use this for now. Oop. Okay, get back in here. All right, so we see that, and not going anywhere. Great stuff, guys. Thanks for sticking with me here, and thanks, John, for sending me this link, and it's all good. I appreciate that. Thank you. So on there, it's not the greatest of shots, but I just did a real quick one. I don't know why my screen is so fuzzy, but I'll have to sharpen it up. It gives you the locations of where the cameras are, so that's pretty cool, and actually shows you the fields of where everything is laying. And I think that's pretty awesome. A very good view. Okay, the link can be opened in 3D in Google. All right. Well, you guys have the link, so go ahead and do your thing. And we should be all right. Let's see. Trying to pull that moderator thing back off. I'll do that later, John, because I have enough mods in my lists already. I don't want to put too many other people on here. But I do thank you for that, and I'm glad it's doable in a 3D mode. So I'll post that link again here just so you guys have it. And whoop, why is it not pasting? There we go. So that was the link that John had posted, and hopefully that will all work for you guys. And I think it's pretty darn cool. So anyway, I'm running, let's see, where are we at here? 1 hour and 45 minutes. I actually was only going to do an hour, but I have gone over by a little bit again. So I think I'll go for another 15 minutes, and then I do have to get things shut down. I do have other things to do, like eat, etc. You know, little minor detail things. At 2:43. Oh, that's your time, maybe a minute from now. I am in the city of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, so Western Canada. In the what we call Mountain Daylight Time right now. I'm about 300 miles east of the Rockies, and it's not really flat here. I have needs. Yes, needs nourishment and drink of non-alcoholic drinks, of course, but Canada and Netherlands. Well, Canada is a really big country, so it doesn't matter. You know, we're go from the 49th parallel all the way up to the North Pole. So, yeah, we've got a little bit of range, and we do have some very varied climates here, which is interesting. But what we don't have is any active volcanoes, which to me is pretty good. So, with looking at it, most of our volcanic activity is just south of the border on the west side of the North American continent, and again north of the border up in Alaska. So Alaska does have a fair amount of volcanic activity, but when you head south, that's where you see some of the bigger mountains that could go. So. Oh, you're in southern BC. Okay, John. Don't go to my gold claim, man. I'll get you. Thanks for stopping in, John, and thanks for the link there, and do appreciate that. I've got it marked down, and we'll keep that one for future reference. And it's always very welcome, and thank you again for sending that or pasting it. It was good of you. Okay, so what else am I going to do here real quick? I was actually going to show that video one more time of Bobcam's final views or throws, if you will. And if we can find it. Got so many things open now, it's hard to find things. Maybe it was in a different location. There we go. And it was. So again, I'll just let this play through. This is the last of the view before the lava basically took the camera out. And luckily, I guess from what I heard, the camera was actually saved, so I'm happy about that. But we'll push that video live, and just a couple minutes here, not even a minute, I guess. But as you notice, on the left-hand side, you can really see it sliding in there. There's some fairly quick movement. And that's about as fast as it was last night as well, when it was first flowing in there once that fissure opened up. But of course, that pile of lava rock wasn't there last night. It was just pushing straight in, and we did have a pretty good view of it. But it's interesting to see, and like I say, I'm glad that they were able to save the camera, and that it was just some issues with the cables getting burnt out. But I thought for sure that that the camera would have tipped over somehow and been done in. But then again, it depends on how the stuff flows, and if it's not too hot, it basically forms rocks around the base of the camera and tilts it up in whatever direction, but keeps the camera intact. So anyway, there you can see it tilting up slowly, basically to the end, and then once it gets to the end, we basically get the old signal saying, hey, you got no video anymore. So from what I take is that it burnt through the cablings at that point in time. And I'm sure the cable was not designed to be buried in lava. That would be pretty expensive cable and somewhat heavier. Okay, so if I can find my stream again, there it is. Why don't Fissure's directions follow the fault line? They follow the weak point. Okay, so if you've had some tectonic plate movement, and in those areas, because you know you've had pressure on it, you have all kinds of different cracks in those rocks, and that lava, when it starts coming up, it's going to be like anything else. It's going to take the path of least resistance, and you know that's what it's doing. Our RLC. So basically, because that whole area, you know, everything underneath there, it being volcanic basalts to begin with, there's a lot of fracture spots in there, and it can flow again through these. So we could, you know, like I said before, we could potentially have 10 new fissures open up by tomorrow, or if the other worst case scenario happens, the whole thing could just shut down by tomorrow, you know. And this is something that we can't really predict. And hopefully, you know, somebody will come along and figure out what can be done, and where it's going to pop next, and how much more flow that we're going to have. I mean, we're pretty much at capacity on the original valley here. So I'm going to think, you know, that we're going to see some spillage happening pretty soon. So we'll move it back to the other shot here so we can see it a little better. So hopefully, you know, everything will be good for some new viewing. But anyhow, I am looking at the, we're getting close to that 2-hour mark. So I am going to say good evening to everyone, or good morning, good night, good day. And thank you all for coming. I've enjoyed streaming. I really do like doing this, and it's fun to interact with all of you guys. I appreciate you all being here, especially with the likes. And if you haven't given it a thumbs up, please do. If you do like it, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you might want to do that too. I plan to be running a whole bunch more days, at least up to day 30. As long as the volcano holds out and the feeds hold out, we will continue to do that. So that is my plan. And at day 30, I think, or maybe just shortly before that, I'm going to be looking at how it's going, and whether I can keep going with it. Anyway, thank you all for coming tonight. I appreciate that. And all the best to you all. And I hope that we can see you all on tomorrow night's stream. And hopefully it will be a little better served with some better weather, and another camera angle or two would be really nice. So that's what I'm hoping for. And I'm going to get to the point here where I think I need to turn off the microphone as soon as I find my end screen thing, wherever I left that. Too many things going. There we go. I found that. And we'll paste it on this guy right here. And turn it on. Okay. Oh, did it paste? It didn't show up. Darn. Okay. Try this again. Okay, so that's it. I got my end screen up there. Again, thank you everyone. Yes, the bunny stream will be on. I will go hunt for my bunny. That's the other thing I gotta do. Bunny is there right now. So in case you didn't know, I do have my stream that runs 24/7, and it's located at my place. I will post the link. And that's the link to the live stream that I have going 24/7 at my place here. So if anybody's interested, you can always pop over there and have a look. And I do have a bunny sitting there right now on one of the cameras, and it's all cool. That's my most favoriteest bunny. Anyway, guys, thank you all for coming. I bid you all a good night, and hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow. Good night.